All right, ladies and gents, welcome to part number 2 of day number 2 of Becoming the Best You. Again, for more info, go to comechangeyourlife.com. This is our virtual experience. We will be back across the board in person in February 11th through the 13th. If you want to buy tickets now, they're $239 for a 3-day experience, immersive, great speakers, great talent, and the ability you're going to eat with us. We really are just going to be locked in a group of people where we get to network, meet more people, meet people. It'll be a fun time. So share this out there. Again, part 2, we are going into a comedic performance. We are going into Brenda talking about who's ruling your kingdom, and we're going to start inviting people. We're going to start inviting people back to this right now as we speak. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to give away some free stuff. We're going to play the emoji game. So Maud, go ahead and we're going to do 10 questions on the emoji game. This is how this is going to work. Write this down. Maud, go ahead and get the emoji game back up here. You're going to write this in a notebook. You're going to have 10. The first person to put as many correct as possible in the box all together is going to win an ebook. And you know what? This one we are going to do an hour coaching session with me. So ebook and an hour coaching session with me. It's Brenda's ebook, 1 hour coaching. Let's play a little emoji game right now. We're doing the first 10. Part of the Becoming the Best You conference. We've had motivational speakers all day to this point. We're going to have more the rest of the night. We're going to have a meet and greet on Wonder tonight let me check the timing. Meet and greet on Wonder let's see, 7:30 Central Time. So, all right, let's get the party started. Emoji game. Let's go ahead and play the instructions real quick. I see Rose there. I see Vance. Terrence, of course, he's backstage too. All right. Playing the emoji game. Again, write this down in a notebook and then you're going to type it all out as one. Keep them in order. Maud, let's go ahead and go to the instrucciones. Is it locked in place right now? Is that what's happening? What happening? Is it frozen? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring this back down. We're going to bring it back up. Let me know when you think it might be working. Is it just stuck on your end?
Technology's good when it works.
No, right? Oh, I see Mac Daddy-O's in the house in the backstage area. Love it. All right. So again, once we come out with this, we got a lot of viewers right now, so we're going to be giving something away. We are going to be doing a emoji game if it works. If not, we'll come up with a different trivia for fun. Let's go ahead and see if it works this time. Cross your fingers. Maud, if you could go ahead and stop playing if you have any other internet stuff going on, turn Everytail off. So how this is going to work? You're going to look at the emoji. You're going to figure out the words or phrases the emoji creates. Put that in. Don't put it in the chat. Put it on your notebook because we're going to do 10 at a time. So you're getting an ebook from Brenda, and you are going to get an hour coaching session from me. Let's go to the next slide. See if it works. Yes. All right. Here you go. You're going to do 10 of these. So this is the first one. So you can look at the emoji. What do those equal together? Put it in your notebook. Write it down. What's going on, Cindy? Robin, hello. Rose has to cook supper. That's okay. You can hang out. This is a very short game until we have our musical talent and then our comedian and then more motivational speaking through this evening. All right, go to the next one. Oh, your computer hates you right now. Okay. All right. What is that? There's a solid delay. All right. There you go. That's number 2. We're going to go with number 3. Go for it.
Ooh.
Number 4. God, I'm not gonna lie. My brain thinks weird things when I see that the fist in that direction. It's awkward for a lot of people. Thank God there's not an eggplant. All right. Next, number 5. All right. We're gonna go with 7 total. We're gonna shorten it a little bit. 6. And then Robin liked that one. And last but not least, number 7. All right, there we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here you go, guys. Put it in the comment box in order. We've got Maud backstage. She's going to be checking. The winner is getting an ebook from Brenda, and then from me, you're getting an hour coaching session. So first person, so not just the last one. You have to put all of them, as many as you can get. Whoever gets the most out of that first 7, whoever gets the most out of the first 7, go ahead and start putting it into the box. Mac Daddio, I think you can hear me right now backstage. So I think you wanted some people on stage with you. Is it okay if Terrence and I are both with you? Is that all right? Okay. Party on. I see it. All right. Thumbs up. All right. Let's see if people start putting them in the comment box. Again, 1 hour coaching session from me and a ebook from Brenda. Otherwise, technically, if nobody answers after Sharon's Down to Earth, that 1 out of 7 is going to get her a lot of fun stuff.
Come on, guys, put some comments in.
Come on over. Come on. As many as you can remember. You know what, Maud? Do me a favor. We're going to whip through these one more time. Go ahead and throw it back up. We're going to throw it back up, and we're going to just do like 4 seconds apiece. 4 seconds apiece. Sorry, I'm making you work hard back there. And then we're going to play a little, play our Morgan is going to play. All right, number 1, ready, 5, 4, 3. Again, write all these down and put them in the comment box. Actually, you can put them in there and then just line item it out. 1, go to the next one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next. 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 Last one. And time. Cut it. All right, so we got one answer down there. We'll see if that holds up. That's 1, 2, 3. I think she got 5 of the 7, I believe. I don't know if they're all right. Maud's going to check that out for me. I'm going to help Maud out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take care of Morgan. You go ahead and try to keep track of that. I will get Morgan's video ready. She did a little bit of a musical performance for this event. Brenda, before I let you go, explain to everybody real quick what this event is all about.
This event is about becoming the best you. It's about you. It's about change. It's about getting unstuck. It's about becoming who you were meant to be. It's about finding your purpose and going after it. So what? Who cares what everybody else says, right? Do what you want to do. Let's get you happy. Let's get you unstuck. Let's get you doing the jobs you want to do. Let's get you doing what you're meant to do. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want out of life? And then let's figure out a way to do it.
I love it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up as we speak. All right, let's do this. This is Morgan Grote. I want to introduce her properly. She's a recent graduate of Kansas State University, where she studied vocal performance and theater. Her roles included Mrs. Cratchit in A Christmas Carol and Zerlina in a scene study of Don Giovanni. Morgan is a worship leader at Rock Hills Church in Manhattan, Kansas. She looks forward to blessing you with music on this very early evening, but evening nonetheless. All right, thank you guys. Again, this is Morgan Grote.
Hi, my name is Morgan Grote, and this evening I will be singing for you Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra and You Say by Lauren Daigle. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In the voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. You say I'm held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. You say I'm yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I'm weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. You say I'm yours, and I believe. Yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying them at your feet. You have every failure, God. You have every victory. You say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. You say I'm held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong. You say I'm yours, and I believe what you say of me. I believe, yes, I believe. I believe what you say of me. I believe.
That was great. Again, that was Morgan Grote, recent graduate of Kansas State University, where she studied vocal performance and theater. Wanted to be a part of this event. It's always better to pre-record music unless you've got a lot of special equipment to do it while it's live. So again, Morgan, thank you very much for that. Kicking the evening off. With that, we got more motivational speakers, more people giving some pep talks. Why it's so important is you don't know what story is going to resonate with you, where it's going to, what is going to hit you in the nerve that triggers you onto the next thing in your life that's going to make a change. With that said, before we get to our comedian, Mac Daddio, we've got Brenda Ringwood, the creator of this event. She's going to come out and give us some words of wisdom. So without further ado, Brenda, come on out.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Sounds
Awesome. We've had
fantastic.
technical difficulties today. So
Yeah, we're all actually. This is not technical difficulties compared to how some digital events can go. I did want to make an announcement. Lenora is the winner. I think Terrence has your email, but you're gonna win a book from an ebook from Brenda and an hour with me. I know you work with Terrence, so I love that. You know, you're gonna get a little flavor on both sides apparently. So excellent.
I have her email too, so I can email her on my end.
Perfect. All right. Well, Brenda, give us some words of wisdom before Magdadio comes out.
All right. I got to talk a little bit about the Magdadio. She's a newlywed. So, and I met her because I got to MC her wedding, and just a wonderful couple they are. You can just see the love the energy that they had, and she's just very special. So, make sure you pay attention to her. So with that, I'm going to talk about who is ruling your kingdom. What does that mean? I'm going to ask you a few questions first because I want you to have a clear understanding of what that means, because it's different for everybody. Have you made mistakes that are dictating how you live your life right now? Do those mistakes turn fear that cause you to not move forward? Fear, those mistakes, they cause fear. Do they hold you hostage? That keep you down? You're afraid of what's going to happen if you just go out there and, it's going to stop you. Fear, hold you hostage. Do you have dreams that you've tucked away because you thought they were unattainable? What about those dreams? Do you even have dreams? Everybody's got dreams. We fantasize about what things could be like, the what ifs in life. But do you have doubts? Do you have insecurities? How about low self-esteem? What about a low confidence level? I suffered with a lot of that in my time frame. Absolutely. And you know what? There are times that even the best people that you think are confident are not. Some of you might say, well, I'm confident in some things, but I'm not with that because I'm not comfortable doing that. But that's what I really want to do. I want to be comfortable doing that. What's stopping you? Do other people's opinions of you bother you? Do they stop you from achieving what you want to achieve? Let's face it, we all care a little bit about what other people say about us. Regardless if it's true or not, we still care. You got to get past that though. Do you sacrifice what you want because of it? So I want you to listen closely to this. If you sacrifice what you want becomes the sacrifice. I'm going to read that again. If you sacrifice what you want becomes the sacrifice. Now, I just said that wrong. It can be interpreted many different ways. Many different ways. If you sacrifice what you want, you're never going to get anywhere. Because if you don't get what you want, and I don't mean in a temper tantrum fit, then you're not going to be happy. We all have dreams that we haven't achieved yet. We all make mistakes, and we're going to continue to make mistakes. We all have doubts. That's just facts of life. We all have insecurities about something. Our confidence level is always changing, always changing. At times, even the most confident people have low self-esteem. They have low insecurity levels. They just don't even want to come out to play. So what are you going to do about it? That's what I want to know. What are you going to do about it to change your life? You're stronger than your problems. Remember that. I mean, look at you. You're still here. You're still standing. You are watching this to try to better yourself. So yes, you are stronger than your problems. You are still standing. You are stronger than what's keeping you stuck. You have to start acting different. You have to start thinking differently. You have to start talking differently. So what if people don't care for you, what they talk about you and don't support you? Those are not your people. Find the ones who support you, who want you to succeed, and who want to see you achieve your goals. You can find a new circle. Find a circle that gives you hope, encouragement. Find a circle that wants to see you happy. Call them your tribe. People who want to be in your tribe. people who will clap for you, that will want to see you succeed. Sure, you can still have relationships with the other folks, but you don't have to go to them for advice. You don't need to go to them to get their approval. You can go on without the ones that are holding you down. Sometimes we can outgrow that circle. It doesn't mean you can't associate with them, but it does mean you associate with them differently. What does that look like? You can still love them. You don't have to share everything with them like you used to. After all, who wants to hear, you can't do that? Because then you say, I can't do that. That will never work. Then you start to believe them. Why would you want to do that? That negativity is not good for you. Not good for you. I'm going to tell you a little short story. When I started my first company, my dad, had just had my second child, was just looking to get a little bit of extra income in. And I said, I'm going to start a cleaning business. And my own father said, yeah, right. He didn't have enough faith in me. But I also never gave him the reason to have the faith in me because I didn't show up. I wasn't that great teenager. That work ethic wasn't proven to him yet. But I changed his mind, and later he became part of the company. Later he became our bookkeeper. He became our HR department. He became part. He came along with me. And now he's one of my biggest fans. So those people, when you can show them that you can do it, will also come around. People who don't want to see you succeed will say things like, that's a great idea, but I just don't think you should really do that. But people who want you to succeed will say things like, that's a great idea, but have you considered this? Maybe if we try it this way, I could really see that taken off. They will give you pros and cons, but they will never discourage you. They will always encourage you. So what kind of people are you hanging around right now? That's what I want to know. Who are you hanging around? Who are you confiding in? You need to take your life back. Do the things that make you happy. Go after it. Go after that career that you want. Learn to love. Learn to be happy. Find out what your definition of success is. It's different for everybody. Success is different for everybody. The worldview of success is the big house, the nice cars, the great job, the perfect family, the perfect marriage, the perfect weight. Not my definition, because I've had all that, except for maybe the perfect weight. But I've had it all, and I was miserable. Downsize if you need to. Get a new circle of friends. Get a new job. Don't get a new spouse. Try to work that out. But you need to go find the people who really want to see you succeed, because behavior can be changed. Do these insecurities hold you back from being the best you? Man, it's time to stop that behavior. Don't let others control you. Don't let things control you. Remember, behavior can be changed. So what if you don't get the approval of your dad, like I didn't? I did eventually, or another family member. If it's worth doing and it makes you happy and you can make a living at it, make it your priority. Do you have a priority list? Let's start with that. Let's make a list of priorities that are your priorities, nobody else's. And if you're married or you have a business partner, then you sit down and you talk to them and see if that is also their priorities, because it might surprise you. They might actually be in line with exactly what you're thinking. Make a list of what you really want in life. It helps to actually see it, to visualize it. Then prioritize it in ways that you can arrange it and start making things happen, little tiny things at a time. Don't expect it to happen overnight, because that's not going to happen. Great things take time to build. And because you are great, you will also take time to grow into what you need to become. Remember that. You are great, and great things take time to build. So what you are doing is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. So let me ask you again, who's ruling your kingdom? You? Someone else? Something else? Who's ruling your kingdom? I'm going to tell you, I rule my kingdom. I rule my kingdom because I'm ruling it like the royalty that I am. I am queen of my kingdom, and no one can ever take that from me again. That's the way you need to think. It's yours. Rule it. Own it. I used to be the icon of success. I had the house, the business. I already talked about that. The stuff, the picture perfect family. Well, my family is still perfect, and they're my biggest supporters. And we've had our shares of issues just like any other family. In fact, I had so much doubt and insecurity that I let it ruin me. I let it ruin my financial status. I let it ruin all kinds of things. And I shouldn't have, because I wasn't wearing my crown. I wasn't in charge of my life. This crown's going to come off. And that's what happens. You put your crown on, and then you lose control and it falls off. So then what you got to do, you got to take control. You got to get the one that's on there. It's not going nowhere. In fact, I had so much doubt and insecurities that my husband of 34 years could have left me. Of course, it was only 30 years at the time. But man, he stuck with me. I decided to move through it and get out of it. I encourage you to do the same. Even if you are on the right path, self-evaluation needs to happen regularly so you don't go back. Because if you don't, you're going to go right back to being stuck. And you're going to dig deeper and deeper and deeper. You need to keep moving forward. The only way that you look back is to learn the lesson and say, I'm not going to do that again. And then you look forward and you can visualize yourself where you need to be. And that's the dream and the focus that you hold on to. Every day should be a step in the direction of where you want to go. Yes, you will have setbacks. Expect them. Find a way to move through them. Let's keep moving. Small steps will get you there. Take back your kingdom. Take back your kingdom. It's yours. Why are you going to give it to somebody else? Why are you going to let somebody else control you, rule your kingdom? It's yours. You do it. Who rules your kingdom? I am the ruler of my kingdom because I'm a child of God. I am royalty, and that gives me the power and the permission to wear the crown. I talk about ruling your kingdom as a metaphor, but when you have your priorities lined up, you are a ruler. You are a leader. You can make a difference in your life. You can make a difference in others because that's what a true leader does. Contact me. We'll have an in-depth discussion about your kingdom. Let's get your kingdom started. I say rule my kingdom, but in reality, I let God rule my kingdom. I just rule it through him, by him, and for him. And when you do that, you're going to be successful because he promises you that when we are his and in his will, no weapons formed against you will prosper. Let's have a chat. Look me up. Back to you, Anthony, or Terrence, whoever's on now.
No, you're good. B, well said. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching Mac Daddio backstage.
She's a
raising the
beautiful
roof
woman,
for
man.
you.
I'm telling you.
She was getting excited. She was like, "Oh!" She put the crown on. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. So yeah, that was great. Those are words of wisdom. I was wondering why you brought the crown earlier. You showed it off, so now we know. I'm looking forward to our comedian as well, Brenda. I wonder if I'm gonna get a nod from Mac Daddio. Do you want all of us, because we can make you the big screen and we could be little screen? Do you want us to be an audience on screen? That would help, obviously, as a comedian, right? Well, I'm gonna introduce you and then I'll see what you guys want to do. So Brenda, I'm gonna drop you down. Thank you for those words of wisdom, and I'm gonna introduce our comedian because the time has come for that. Ladies and gents, Michaela Mefford. I think she's changed her name, or I don't know if that's original. It doesn't matter because her name's Mac Daddio. That's what she goes by, plain and simple. And to give a very brief introduction of her as a comedian, she is a politically charged cat enthusiast and potential alien from outer space, which therefore means I cannot wait for the next 15 minutes of this. And then we go back to motivational speaking. But I'm not going to lie, anybody that's politically charged and a cat enthusiast, that might be all the motivation we need from a night. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Mac Daddio.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
What's going on? So I gotta ask you, what I could do to this screen is I can make you big and we could be little. We could have everybody in the back room come up if that's what you want. Would that be helpful?
It's choose your own flavor, man.
Okay, because
I'm pretty chill.
It's always nice to get like a little reaction or see people's faces. So as somebody that's done really cold roomed open mic nights, I can tell you that's the same as a virtual comedian. So it's better to actually have some faces. So if it's okay, we're gonna bring up Terrence, and Brenda will bring you up as well, and maybe we can have some fun. But we'll be the little guys on the screen. All right.
Oh, yes. What's up, Terrence?
Laugh tracks.
Woo, woo, woo. Talk about Anthony again.
All right, Mac Daddio, the floor is yours. Can't wait to hear it.
After that introduction, I hope I hold up to the wow. Okay. Anyway, good evening, everybody. I'm your definitely human entertainer for the night. It is actually my first time out on the, I guess, virtual stage, so you'll have to remember the Mac Daddio. So since I was told that the theme for this show was overcoming challenges, I thought I would share a few of my recent struggles. Okay, so I don't know about you all there in the etherwebs of the cyber web, I don't know, but I've personally struggled with some mental illness recently. I'm just saying, which I know is not funny in a comedy bit, but just hang there with me, okay? Because I was recently, as Brenda said, I was recently married to the love of my life, sour gummy worms. And naturally, I was a wee bit stressed out about this wedding and the days coming up to my nuptials. And I didn't realize that the stress of this wedding was actually leading me straight into madness, literally. Oh. I actually made an appointment with my psychiatrist, who is super cool, and he definitely doesn't use swear words when we have our meetings. But I guess my heart was like totally gonna explode because my heart rate was 30 points higher than it normally is, and my doctor took about one look at me and declared me insane on the spot. That part's not true. That's not true. That was, I made that up. But it was my dirty, rotten, big, fat liar brain that would like me to think that my butt was going to actually fall out of the bottom of my shorts. That's what anxiety does to your brain. But it turns out that I actually met every single criteria for a manic episode. So that was awesome. As a result, I was immediately ripped off of every single medication that I was already on and started on a brand new batch of new brain food drugs. I'm talking about drugs. So that was super fun. So then I went from like pacing the floor back and forth all day long, like a little doggy that has lost his tail, to like sleeping all the time, like a petrified little bag of pupper poop. Okay. And that was going to be kind of a problem because I was getting married and then going on my honeymoon in about 48 hours. So that actually went out fine. The wedding was great. Brenda can attest. It was blue to us. And, it was, and it was great. So like we get to Florida, and the second day we're there, it became very apparent that my new brain cocktail I was mixing up in there was not quite right. My lovely husband, Mr. Worms, drove us to the beach where we had planned a dolphin sighting boat tour. Okay. And I know I was very excited. So like leading up to the trip, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to see the dolphins. I can't wait. And my mom was like, make sure you get good pictures of the dolphins. Because like when we go places and send her pictures, she uses those pictures as her phone background because she also doesn't know how to use google.com.
No, she's just mom.
I'm just saying she needs some help. So we help her out by sending her the dolphin pictures, which I was attempting to get from the boat tour, right? And so while we're like waiting to get up onto the boat we wait, I don't know, 10 minutes, we just, I was getting so sleepy. I was nodding my head. I was like not even yet on the boat. And I'm feeling like we had just walked through the poppy fields of Emerald City in order to get to this shoddy looking pier with aggressive avian wildlife. And I don't know, maybe we did. So anyway, we get on this boat and we make our way out to see if we can find any of these dolphins. And I'm like, Okay. The cool breeze is out. I will feel better. The fresh air will make me feel a little more alert. I can get through this like hour boat ride. Okay. So I am very ashamed to announce that next I promptly fell asleep on the boat on my honeymoon to see the dolphins. Okay, so then the super cool tour lady guy thing got on the microphone and she's like, there they are. And the boatmaster like rerouted us toward these like crafty bastards. And so as the fins off in the distance like became closer and closer, our tour guide then shared with us one of the things that humans and dolphins actually have in common, which is that both species will ride to Pound Town just for the hell of it. So sitting there, so imagine us sitting there. Well, just me. I'm sitting there. My poor husband, Mr. Warnes, is having to just take care of me. And I'm half baked on new meds, watching an adults-only dolphin show like I had just stumbled in to a red-lit bar in Amsterdam. So overall, good honeymoon. Truly, it was really good. But you know, other than falling asleep on dolphin coitus, you know what else will really ruin your day? Have you ever tried to sew anything, Brenda? I know you have.
Uh-oh. Put me on the spot.
Sewing machine or sew anything?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, sexist.
finger.
I sew.
I'm just aware of the classes that I'm required to teach in the year of 2021 still. To which classes? I'm just referring to that. What I know that women have to be learned. Anyway, so what will really ruin your day about sewing is making the feeble attempt at trying to sew a zipper in.
Mm.
And if you've tried at this at home, I'm so sorry. And do not attempt it again. Here is the secret, okay? It's the zipper, all right? He's in cahoots with the seam ripper, and they conspire to humiliate you. And if you ask the sewing machine about it, they'll tell you to mind your own business, and then immediately will malfunction and snare your project. So it's best to just leave them to their own shenanigans. Got some beef with the sewing machine. Okay. All right. I only have one in my actual audience, but I'm told that there's more in this ether web of people that I can't see. So if you identify as a female, you need to give me a little pinky wave out there. If you're a lady, you need a pinky wave for me. Okay. This one's for you. Well, for all ladies, because my now husband and I were betrothed and then apparently honeymooned out, which was a term I was not familiar with, but am now sticky with. And so in the last 2 years, we probably had more people ask us about making a baby than they ever had before. And that includes when I was in high school and in college. So like, I'm talking probably at least 12,000 times, which is still less than the number of yearly EEOC reported workplace sexual harassment claims. So there's a good example of when it's a good time to be the runner-up. It is very well documented, if you know me personally, that I am not interested in hosting an evolving axolotl in my womb. No, thank you very much. But irregardless of that fact or not, you're still the a-hole for asking, not me for answering you honestly, because buddy, this bad boy is plugged up so tight that no gaga goo goo juice is gonna get through, okay? And in the unholy event where I'm some divine interventionist, probably Zeus, and I somehow find myself impregnated, I will personally take you along, and I will get that shit sucked right out, holding your hand. Oh, okay. Are you feeling uncomfortable, Aunt Greta and Grandma Carrie? Yeah. Stop asking me about my Wiener Snatcher 3000, okay? So let's talk about kids real quick. I got some things to say about
Living ones now.
If you have one of those things, now I need you to give me a little wave. Not a pinky wave, a wave. If you have a kid, You can give me a wave.
I got a bunch of them.
I figured at least 2 of you over here would have a wave. Terrence, really? No kids? All right. Man after my own heart.
Solidarity.
Okay, great. So look at that. Look at all those waves. Yes, Anthony, look, it's the wave of defeat. You fell into the oldest trap in the book. Anthony, there were so many posted signs for millennia. I mean, all you had to do was go out in the world in search of a child, and soon you'll have all the proof that you need. What I'm saying is, have you met one? A child.
Yeah.
Some of you might know that I also, my paying job is a second grade teacher. Yeah. So yeah, every morning I choose educational serfdom in the name of shaping the young minds of the future generation. Yes, it's all very glamorous. But if you've got a kid, I've got some questions as a teacher. So first of all, does your child actually need 12 kisses before exiting the drop-off line? Or do you think that 4 would be sufficient?
Oh,
Some of you think that I'm exaggerating here, and I'm going to give you a true story. I once worked as a para for we'll say an unnamed school district, and one student's mom would, and I'm dead serious, would walk her 5th grade student into the building every single day, kiss the top of his head, unpack his backpack for him, and lay out all his materials and put them away. And then as she was like, after he had like settled in his seat or whatever, and she was like leaving the classroom to go wherever, I don't know, back to hell, I guess, he would chase her out of the room and be like, Mommy, I need more huggies and snuggies. And I'm like, oh my God. And I am meanwhile running to the bin so that I can in the hot, just like, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, I'm not saying that it's wrong to love on your mama, but I'm just saying the overdependence was a problem. Next question. What in the world are they teaching in these homes these days? I had to teach an 8-year-old how to use a microwave the other day. A microwave. Because his parent put a microwave mac and cheese in his lunchbox.
oh,
What am I supposed to do about that? He doesn't even know how to use the microwave. That's my only 25-minute break, you know. He knows how to use that microwave now. I'll tell you what, I'm not doing that. So talk about the microwave. Let's talk about shoelaces, okay? Because parents, I implore you, teach them how to tie them before you send them to school with them. I have lost count on the number of sticky, sweaty, muddy, and then differently sticky laces I have been asked to untie with my bare hands, or just inevitably just snap it off. I just end up having to cut it off. I'm not touching that. You know, it's gross. It's so gross. So please do your teacher friends a favor and just send Velcro and maybe fishing bibs or snacks. Snacks, we like snacks. Snacks are good. And lastly, when you see your teacher in the Walmart, no, you didn't. You didn't see her. You know, so like another thing that I'm also struggled with lately is coming into the realization that, you know, for a small lady, my, as you can tell, mouth certainly gets me into some hairy situations, much like the ones you've already willingly listened to. I can't believe you've not pulled the plug on me yet, but I've got one for you now. Here's another good example. Okay, so I think at least 2 out of 3 of you are very familiar with the 1984 cult classic by Dan Aykroyd, The Ghostbusters.
I think she's calling us old.
I know the Ghostbusters.
I'm just asking if you are aware. Like,
yeah, they come out next week, right? That movie. That's
The
the one you're talking about, right?
No, there actually is a new Ghostbusters coming out.
Absolutely.
I've heard. So as long as you're aware of what the Ghostbusters is, I'm proud to tell you that I'm going to tell you about the Ghostbusters 2.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry. So I had actually never seen either of the movies before. So apparently, you know, back when you could channel surf through that's how I had seen it. I just seen the little parts, channel surfing with my dad in the living room. So my now husband has explained to me that this act alone is grounds for high treason.
Oh.
So we then immediately had to watch them later that week, when we had time. Then, I like to think of myself as a lifelong learner. So when Egon quipped that I think they might be more interested in my epididymis early on and then not as great as the first movie, I thought it was going to be a good idea to actually pause the movie and say, hey, Google, what's the definition of epididymis? She's, doing her thinking thing. And then she says, a highly convoluted duct behind the testes along which sperm passes to the vas deferens. Yeah, I'm just going to let you sit there and sink that into your head. Because if you would have told preteen me 20 years ago that a tiny smart robot that lives in my home would forcibly smack that definition across my face, I would have asked you what epididymis meant. And
Better
then
than getting smacked with the epididymis.
Oh, yeah.
But then the duty would have fallen to you to spread the good word that the epididymis is the silly string water slide to the cramped, leaky gatekeeper that is the last moments of sperm in a man's member. As, of course, I have now spread unto you. Because I had no idea. I'd never heard that word before. I'd never heard it used before. So I just believe in my heart of hearts that now that I have heard it, that everybody should be made aware of this. So you're welcome, really. And thank you, Anthony, for having me, and good night, everyone. Put your seatbelts on your way out of here, and make sure you tip. Great.
Mac Daddio, I tried finding you. That's your name on social media. What I can't find you with that ad symbol. How do people find you?
Okay, I had to make a Twitter account today. I'm not a good social media
Well, you're a second grade teacher. You can't really be, otherwise you won't be a second grade teacher.
That's what I've found.
You figured that out too, huh?
So you can't have one, but not, you can't have both.
Yes, exactly. So we can find you at the Mac Daddio on Twitter now. Is that the?
You can find me on Twitter. I think you can find me on Instagram and the one with the pictures, the videos. I'm old.
TikTok. TikTok Anonymous? Oh, you give him all the easy ones.
Yeah.
And I want to give you
Y'all
credit.
figured it out because there were so many others pictures with the thing on it that you could have said.
I don't know anything. I'm the worst millennial you've ever met because I will go days without looking at it.
By the way, my girlfriend and I went to see James Bond, and in the previews, first off, she had only seen like one or two of them, but in the previews, the new Ghostbuster was there, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be fun." And she's like, "So there was an original, right?" And I was like,
Did your hair immediately turn gray and you grew like a mustache? Like that was bushy?
I became your husband in that moment. I was like,
Right.
what? All she
Also,
watched was Lonesome Dove 78 times.
I like to watch the same shows over and over and over again, and I don't see any harm in that. And so when I hadn't seen, what was it, the one with the hobbits? I don't even know what it is.
Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm, that would be
Or the Hobbit.
Or the Hobbit.
Lord of the Hobbit. There we go. It's Lord of the Hobbit.
Yeah, is that the Lord of the Hobbit is the one where you see the Hobbit's epididymis? It's a whole different movie.
So are you saying that like you're an expert on Hobbit epididymis?
You're welcome. Anyways, it's been great to have the Mac Daddio on here. Thank you so much. We'll hunt you down on the interwebs, and good luck keeping the job. All right. Thank you. Take it easy, Mac Daddio. See you later.
Hi guys.
Love the kids.
Oh, that was good stuff. I like the idea of having a comedian. I'm looking forward to doing something similar in Kansas City as well.
Yeah, and he's got Jeremy Nunez is the comedian for that. He's got a book out called You Can't Write City Hall. And he accidentally got elected mayor of his small town. And he talks about that and all the politics that goes with it. He's got about a 45-minute show. You're getting to watch that while you're all dressed up and eating some good food. So get those tickets at comechangeyourlife.com. $239 right now. 5 meals, your snacks, your beverages, it's all included. You got to buy your own alcohol, though.
But if he
But it's a
doesn't
great
talk
price.
about
I'll bring a bottle.
epididymis, we're not. He's fine.
Right.
That's just it. That joke has to be there till the end of time.
Yeah. I'm going to Google it. Epidemic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. Anyways, well, from this point forward, I'm going to let you guys take it. I have a going away party, but I'm going to be watching on my phone. I'm going to be enjoying this, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow morning. I might try to stop in the Wonder Room tonight, which should be fun.
Mhm.
I know Wonder is going to be where the after party meet and greet is. Super cool app where you guys literally just like drag and drop where y'all are going into, and you get to talk to groups. It's a really cool app. Brenda, thank you again for putting this on. This has been a great Saturday, and I will see you. You'll see you all Sunday
See you in the morning. Thanks for all your work today.
No problem. T, it's on you, Bubba.
All right, let's give it up for the one, the only, the super producer himself, and the great MC, Anthony Russo. So you guys, we are well into part 2.5 of day 2 of the Becoming the Best You conference. So make sure you're continuing to put your comments in the feed. Make sure you're using that hashtag. And what is it? Hashtag BTBY. BTBY, Becoming the Best You. Let's look at some comments real quick before we go get started. We thank Kimberly Mullins for joining us. Rose Huff is in the room. Lenora Still Strong Yancey, she was our winner. Thank you for watching. Rhonda Stimmel, everybody who's watching, go ahead and share this out. Come on in, bring a friend. We've got plenty more speakers that's going to bring plenty more motivation on to you right now. So come on, stick and stay. We're here for another couple of hours to bring you motivation to help you become the best you possible. And
You know,
Brenda,
I got to interrupt you, Terrence.
yeah.
You know, we've heard from all these great people today. And I heard a rumor that you're actually going to give some words of wisdom.
You heard.
I did. Is that a true rumor?
That could be kind of true. Maybe not. You know, I was trying to say.
No Ghostbuster jokes.
I was trying to save a little for later with the flavor, but you know, we can throw that in right now before we go on to our next speaker. That works for me. So I guess if I had to come up with a word of wisdom for these 2 days, it's what have you become?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we asked you when we first started this journey almost 16 hours ago. We asked you, what do you hope to become after being a part of this Becoming the Best You event? So now we're going to ask you again, what have you become so far? What has resonated with you from the very first speaker to the now we're probably on our 20th speaker throughout the course of this conversation? What's resonated with you? And as a result, what have you become? Lenora, what have you become? Rhonda, what have you become? Brenda, what have you become? Because we're all in this experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Whether we're on this side of the camera or on that side of the camera, we all are in the process of becoming. And here's the good thing that I love about this. You get to choose. You have the freedom to choose who you can become. Are you going to become the best version of your future self? Or are you going to become the same old version that you were before you came? You do have that choice. Mm-hmm. But why would you take the latter when the better seems so much better? We talked about the rear view mirror. We talked about the car analogy earlier, the rear view mirror versus the front window. And the rear view mirror is smaller than the front window for a reason, because we know that there is so much more in front of you. There's so much more left for you to become than what you were in the past. But one of our speakers said that you have to have hope. You have to have hope to become the best. And while you're having hope, remember to help other people every day. And that's one of the best ways that you can become the best you. So we hope we've helped you over these last 16 hours. We hope that you are a person that now can go out and help somebody else. And we hope as a result of each and every one of us from this side of the camera to the other side of the camera, helping other people every day, that we all become the best versions of ourselves. And that's my word of wisdom.
Well, those are very good words of wisdom because we should always be looking forward, learning from looking backward, but looking forward to create a new you, to become a new you, to be the new you. Are you being that new you right now? Are you even thinking about it? You thought about what your purpose is? You thought about what your passion is? Because if you have a passion, you're going to find your purpose. So what do you like to do? What is that passion? What drives you and what is your why? I want to know. Put them in the comments. What's your why? Why do you do what you do? Why do you say what you do? Why do you act the way you do? What is your why? Why do you work so hard? Why do you work to get the things you want?
I'm
And
just
then
gonna,
go ahead. I was saying, then just ask yourself, what is your why that keeps you going, that can help you change to be better?
well, Rhonda Strimmel says this has been awesome. I realize we all have a story that can help someone, even mine. So that's what she has become today. She's become a better version of herself because she realizes that she has a story and that her story can help someone. So thank you for becoming aware of the fact that you have a story and that your story can help someone too. So where do you want to go from here? We still have the rest of the tonight and a full slate of speakers tomorrow and breakouts tomorrow that can help you on your journey to becoming the best you. So if you haven't answered the question that we asked yesterday at the very beginning, who do you wish to become? There's still time. You know, Brenda and I were part of this great new project called Never Too Late.
Yes.
And we're here to tell you it's never too late to become the best you, but it will be too late if you never start on that journey. So start right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to be? What is the best version of yourself that you'd like to be starting right now? And then let us help you become the best you. Would you agree with that, Brenda?
Absolutely. If you never start, you're never going to go anywhere.
Love it. Love it. Lenora says, she doesn't have a passion, which we're going to refute that over the next couple of days.
Yeah,
but she
I would
loves
say so.
helping people. You know, your passion, we said earlier, and a couple of speakers have said, your passion is connected to your why. And what does why stand for? Why either stands for what's hurt you in the past or what can help you in the future. See, we're either going to be trying to get away from the pain or we're going to be trying to move towards the pleasure in our life. So think about your why. And when you start thinking about that why, then I beg to differ that that's where you're going to find your passion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we've got a young lady that's going to sing for us. I personally know her. I knew the last one too. I've known her for a little bit. But this gal's just got about a year of college under her belt. I'll let Terrence do her introduction, but we're having a little bit of technical difficulties on playing Aaron. So we're going to have to swap that out for Tommy. But you're going to be amazed because Tommy is really became the best him physically. And he's going to share with you how to do that. But we'll go ahead and we'll jump on and talk about
Micah first, and then we'll hear Tommy after that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something about Micah's voice. Her whole family has talent. Her dad can sing. He plays the drums. Her brother plays the piano. And her voice is just, it's just amazing for as young as she is. And this is kind of her first appearance. Not she's, I mean, she's sang in churches and stuff, but this is her first appearance at a virtual event with who knows how many's watching. So give her some love.
Absolutely. As we bring her back once again, Micah is a college student working towards her physical therapy assistant degree, and she sings in church every Sunday. And she's been singing for as long as she can remember. She's very family oriented, and she loves any chance to spend time with her family. She loves movie nights. She probably has seen Ghostbusters with her best friend Claire, and she loves spending time with her as well. And we love that she is here on the Becoming the Best You stage. So let's welcome back once again, Micah Wagner.
Hi. Okay, the first song I will be singing is called Ocean. You call me out upon the wall, the great unknown, where feet may fail, and there I find you in the mystery, and oceans deep, my faith will stand, and I will call upon your name. And keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans arise, my soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours, you are mine. Oh, you are mine. Ooh. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. My soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours. You are mine.
It was beautiful.
Thank you. And then the second song I have is Make You Feel My Love. I will be doing Adele's version.
Okay.
When the rain's blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. There is nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the road free, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free.
Voice.
You ain't
You should hear her
seen
sing alto.
nothing yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
Great job. Congratulations, Micah Wagner in the house at the Becoming the Best You conference. Thank you for sharing that. You have really blessed us with your voice today. So tell us, we know you've been doing it since a little girl, since you were in the church. What makes singing part of your best you?
Well, it's part of me, honestly. It really is. Like I said, I've been singing since I was a little girl, and it's kind of shaped me into who I am. I mean, it's a big part of my life. It always has been, and that's the best I can say. I mean, it really has honestly become a part of me, whether sometimes I wanted it to or not.
Well, that's usually what happens when you starts walking in your purpose. It's not something that you can fight any longer, because it follows you wherever you are and wherever you go. So thank you for embracing it. So what do you see in the short-term future, long-term future? Is singing what you want to do professionally, or what else is there in store for Micah?
I mean, if an opportunity came along and I could do it professionally, that would be awesome. But for now, I sing with my church every Sunday, and then in high school, I did show choir. You know what that is? But I was in show choir, and it was a saving grace, honestly.
Well, that's good. Brenda, I used to bust a little rhyme in my church choir back in the day, but that COVID, that just took everything away. So, but
Yeah, get it, Terrence. Get it. Give us a sample.
We'll leave the singing to Micah. You want to keep the audience flowing. Yes. We don't want the numbers to go down. We want them to go up. So Micah, what would you say to somebody who's watching this now that maybe, unlike me, maybe that passion is inside of them bubbling up, but they haven't quite embraced it yet? What would you say to them who in their journey towards becoming the best you?
I would say, if it's really something that you're truly passionate about, to go for it. I've been in the position where I was so scared. I didn't want anybody to hear me sing. I was so nervous, and you just have to step out of your comfort zone. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere.
So true. So true. We said earlier that, success is at the other end of the uncomfort zone. So we thank you for coming out of your uncomfortable zone and singing for us tonight. And we're going to be sharing this a lot over the next day. And we're going to be definitely doing the repeat. So you're going to be seen by millions of people. Micah is going to be a household name. Are you going to be so famous that we just use the Micah? We won't even use the last name?
No, I want the last name.
You want the last name. All right. Well, thank you. Anything you want to ask her, Brenda, while we got her?
Well, I go to the same church as Micah, and I have the privilege of hearing her every Sunday, and I just really enjoy it. She's got a passionate soul. She loves her family. She teaches the little kids, so she's got some patience, and she does all this while she's a college student, and she works quite a bit. She works quite a few hours. So she's got a full plate, but you know what they say about people who work hard, right? Your dreams are going to come.
Absolutely. And I was about to break out with every woman, but I never mind. That's for another show. Let's give it up again for Micah Wagner. Look at some of the comments. Lenora's still strong. Yancy said you have a beautiful voice. Robin is clapping for you. Kimberly Mullins is clapping for you. So and of course, Be the Change. We already feel you are becoming the best version of you. So thank you so much for being a part and gracing our virtual stage. And maybe we'll see you on our in-person stage in February of 2022.
That's right. You know that's coming next.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you so much, Micah Wagner. Give it up for her again, Micah Wagner. All right. So as we are moving on, that was great. That was great, Brenda. That's a nice touch. That's really bringing out all different sides of what it means to become the best you. It's not just one way. It's not just becoming a best speaker. It's not just becoming the best entrepreneur. It's being whatever your talent is, you're hoping to help you become the best version of whatever that talented you may be. Would you agree?
That's right. And we all have a different talent. We all have different skills. We all have different gifts, and we should use them all.
Absolutely. That's what makes us unique. So are you ready to move on to our next speaker?
Yeah, I am.
Well,
I'm
good.
actually working with him right now to get off some extra weight on myself and become a better physical version of myself. I had my knees replaced. I gained a bunch of weight because I couldn't move. I've already lost about 50 pounds after I've had them done to be able to move. Yes, just movement. So I've taken my next step to become the best that I can be physically now. And I'm working with Tommy to do that. So hopefully come February, you're going to see a change. And I just put that out there. So now I got to stick to it.
Yeah, because we're gonna be looking for hot winter girl, not hot summer girl, hot winter girl come February 2022. It's gonna be a whole different flyer, y'all, for Brenda. Things by Bren.
Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't go the opposite direction by February. The holidays are coming.
Well, that's why you are a member of this, not just the host of it, because you're working on becoming the best you possible.
And you
with
should
a guy
always
like,
do that.
Absolutely. And with a guy like Tommy working you out mentally and physically, you can't help but become the best version of you. So let's jump in to Mr. Tommy Morgan. He is one of my homeboys from my hometown, Chi-Town, or at least the Chicagoland area. He was born in Chicago Heights, Illinois, raised in University Park, know both of them well, and straight out of high school, he enlisted in the United States Air Force as a parachute packing specialist. He's a PPS, y'all, and decided to make it a career. I love it. It's not just an experience, it's a career. He retired from the Air Force after 20 amazing years in 2021. And while serving, Tommy found his passion in fitness through seeing how much influence he had on bettering the lives of others through training and encouragement. Tommy is an ISSA certified personal trainer and nutritionist with a master life coach certification. Life coach is in the house. He's participated in 6 fitness competitions, which culminated in him winning the Men's Physique Overall Award at the MPC Midwest Naturals August 2020 bodybuilding competition. Love that. He's played numerous sports such as football, baseball, and basketball, and all of Tommy's past experience proved that he has unmatched talent in leadership and helping to bring the best out of people. He truly believes that we are all unique individuals and that we have a unique talent inside of us. You've got greatness inside of you. And he stands firm in knowing that each experience we encounter, good or bad, can help us identify, activate, and tap into those unique talents. And so we're going to bring him up to the virtual stage so he can help you tap into your unique talents. Welcome, Mr. Tommy Morgan.
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Here, I want to say thank you so much for staying with this, and thank you for just showing up to the conference. That tells me something about yourselves. That tells me that you care about your future and you really truly trying to make a change. So definitely thank you for staying and listen to all the speakers. We do a quick little session about health and fitness. Now, let me get my slides up. I'm gonna share my screen. Make sure we're winning. Hey, there it is, we're winning. So a better future with health and fitness. By myself, Tommy Morgan. A little bit about me. So I was born in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Now this is roughly about 35 miles south of Chicago. They call it the Chicago South Suburbs. I'm a husband, a father of 4 amazing kids. 2 girls, 2 boys. I got lucky. Got the best of both worlds. Twice. So no complaints for myself. I just retired from the United States Air Force. Did 20 years in 1 month. Learned so much. And then my job in the Air Force was, they call it aircrew flight equipment, but AKA, let's call it what it is, a parachute specialist, which means that I dealt with packing parachutes. I dealt with anything that was life-saving equipment that pilots need in case they went down in like an emergency. So that was my job. I did that all 20 years. There was no other job that I did and loved it. I'm a certified nutritionist, personal trainer, and I'm a master life coach. Now, my business is called Next Life Coaching. Now, just to mitigate any type of confusion, it's not next with a T. You take that T out and it's next, N-E-X, life coaching, which stands for No Excuses Life Coaching. I don't believe in excuses. I just believe in results. I believe in finding a way and learning how to be flexible. That's one of the biggest things that I learned in the military was find a way to do it. Okay, how you got to do it, but find a way to do it and be flexible. Understand that everything is not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen or the way you think it should happen. That's not the way we live in life. Unfortunately, we have to be creative and just be flexible. So before we get started about the health and fitness piece, I just want to kind of tell you a little bit about the history as to why I created the business Next Life Coaching. So in 2010, I wasn't living my best life. I had a few unfortunate events that kind of made me just kind of re-trigger my mindset and just maybe take a step back in life about what I needed to do next and kind of what direction I need to head into. Those events were, I was in the process of my second divorce, and she was pregnant with my now 10-year-old son. I was $12,000 in debt to the Air Force because I had a supervisor who didn't sign the proper paperwork in order to get me out of my living situation. I had a guy who looked up to me, who a high school friend of mine, who looked up to me as like his big brother, kept him out of trouble. Well, we reconnected on Facebook during this time, and a month later, he was murdered. My grandmother passed away a month after. So all these events happened in a matter of a 2.5, 3 month time frame. And I kind of went into sort of a depression. Let's call it what it is. I didn't realize it's a depression until a couple of years ago, but I was depressed. And I wanted to just withdraw myself from society. And I wanted to think. I didn't want to talk to anybody really. I just wanted to just focus and figure out what my next move was going to be. Because I know that I needed to do a 180-degree turn on my life in order to enhance it or just make my life go in the right direction. So I guess you could call it a fork in the road. You go continue going down this path, or do you switch it up and go down this path? Well, something told me to get back in the gym. After about 7 to 8 months of just not really wanting to talk to anybody, I got back in the gym. I mean, because I always worked out. I grew up playing baseball, basketball, and football. So I was accustomed to the gym life. But I had a different type of determination and different type of thought process going into the gym this time. And when I was in the gym that first week, a guy approached me and said, you know what? I see something in you. I see some determination in your eyes. And I want to know if you want me or if I could train you for a bodybuilding competition. I said, bodybuilding competition? Yeah, he said, yeah. Would you be interested? He said he was trying to start his business and he needed a couple of prototypes and social proof in order to enhance his business. I said, you know what? I don't have anything else going on, so I might as well do it. That decision right there changed my life. I was able to understand the 4 Ds. Do me a big favor, write this down. 4 Ds. Diet, discipline, determination, dedication. Again, it's diet, discipline, determination, dedication. I was able to understand the 4 Ds. And when I hit that stage in my first bodybuilding competition, every emotion that I was feeling at the time was like released. I was on there on the stage with tears coming out of my eyes, and it just felt like a new me was born. And I said, okay, this is it. I like the way this feels. And I did a little bit of self-reflecting. You see, what I realized was there was a little bit of imbalance in myself. You see, I was strong when it came to the work front, but I was weak when it came to the home life. And I started asking other people, like, where their priorities were. I was curious because I found out I knew their mind were out of whack, for lack of better words, or just kind of all over the place. And I was heavy in certain areas, but I was kind of weak in other areas. But when I did the bodybuilding competition, I realized that those other areas that were weak started to enhance because of going through the process and committing myself to processes. You see, that's the word that we need to understand is commitment. Commit yourself. Don't just commit yourself to just one avenue, commit yourself to all facets, all avenues, home life, work life, professional development, personal development, everything, spiritual development, commit yourself. And always try to always have that growth mindset and grow those, enhance those. But I started asking other people kind of like where their priorities were, and they kind of had the same thing. They said some of them will be good when it comes to the home life, but it would slack off at work. Some of them would be good at work life and slack off at the home life. And I asked them, why is that? And it was excuse after excuse after excuse. Like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I got a life outside of work. I know we've all heard that one. But I said, well, how come you couldn't have all of them? How come you couldn't be equally yoked at all of them? And what they told me was, they said, well, I don't know. But I said, fitness was able to enhance my life. So how about this? I'll start enhancing other people's lives with customized plans so that you have no excuses as to why you can't be fit, why you can't have confidence, why you can't grow mentally, physically, spiritually. Said y'all need to feel this, because if your life is enhanced, your family's life is going to be enhanced as well. Because typically when you have somebody in the household and they're doing really well and they're growing mentally, spiritually, other people kind of have a tendency to kind of migrate to that, especially kids. I know my kids look at me and they watching me and they look and they saying, okay, cool, well, let me see what daddy does. And they follow my footsteps. So I figure in order to enhance people's lives, I want to bring that fitness up and I want to enhance their lives that way so that everything else in their life can come up as well. But I want them to stop. My biggest thing is to avoid them having my setbacks. Anyway, that's enough about the history of Next Life Coaching. What we're going to do next is get into the health and fitness piece. I know you all are pretty excited about that. Keys to health and lasting weight loss. 4 important factors: mindset, exercise, nutrition, calculating caloric intake. When it comes to the mindset, we do not approve of get fit quick schemes or anything like that. Temporary weight loss. I've seen so many people time and time again, they'll go on a super cleanse or something like that, and then the weight comes storming back because that's not sustainable. What we try to do is, and we try to teach, is lifestyle change. And you don't have to completely just go to straight boring chicken, green beans, and white rice. If that's all you eat, that's fine. If you like it, that's fine. But you don't want to just dedicate yourself sticking to that because you sustaining that slim to none. But there's so many foods out there that are clean and keep you lean. Matter of fact, I like that. Hold on. There's so many foods out there that's clean that keep you lean. But it's all about the lifestyle change. Secondly, before you start anything, if you're trying to transform your body, is you got to get your mind right. What is your why? That why is super important. I don't wake up every single day excited to go to the gym. I don't wake up every single day ready to just attack work. I don't. I have bad days. I have a lot of good days, but I have some bad days. But then again, when I know that my why is in the back of my mind, that's going to re-trigger my motivation. You see, motivation comes in waves. Consistency is key. Discipline is key. Motivation is going to come in waves. You might be motivated one day, and the next day, not so much. But people seem to fall off once they're not motivated anymore. They think they're supposed to be motivated all the time. Well, unfortunately, that's not the way it works. But you can have this thing called reserve pockets. Do me a favor, write that down. Reserve pockets. Now, what I came up with a while ago, I want to say roughly about 6 years ago, are reserve pockets. And I would take these whys. I have different whys for different things. I had whys when it came to the military life. I had whys when it came to my wife. Whys when it came to my kids. Whys when it came to bodybuilding. Because whenever I'm going through or struggling in that particular area or unmotivated in certain areas, I keep that why in my head. When there's trials and tribulations, I always have that why in my reserve pocket, and I reach back into that, and it helps me push forward. That's key. Keep your why strong, and you won't go wrong. Second thing is big energy. You see that? Big energy. Now, this is important with anything you do. I don't care if it's going to the gym, care if it's with nutrition. Big energy. Like care about what you're doing. Like if I came on here right now and I said, hey guys, we're gonna go with mindset. We're gonna talk about get quick fix, get fit quick schemes and stuff like that, temporary weight loss. Like that's boring and dry, right? But if I bring my energy, you understand I'm not playing. Like I'm serious about what I'm doing. I'm trying to motivate you. So, and you see, what I felt was the way I attacked that when my energy went up, I got excited inside. That's what is this right here. Big energy with anything you do. Also, where your focus goes, your energy flows. I tell people all the time, I tell all my clients, I say, you know what? Everybody's not going to be on your fitness journey with you. Some of them might start on a fitness journey with you and then can maybe fall off or try to persuade you to say, hey, you know what? Let's go out and party, or let's go do this, let's go do that. And none of that stuff is conducive with your fitness goals. You gotta keep that in mind. Where are you putting your focus at? If you watch a whole bunch of negativity, if you watch a whole bunch of people failing at losing weight, or a whole bunch of people just talking about, oh, how something is impossible or anything like that, that right there plays a trick on your mind. So you got to make sure that whatever you're focusing on is in alignment with whatever goal you have. Oh, I got too excited. Let me go back a couple slides. Exercise. Super important, obviously. By show of hands, how many people heard of anaerobic? I know a lot of people heard of aerobic. Anaerobic is a lost term, but let me break it down for you. Anaerobic exercise, quick bursts of physical activity, such as weightlifting, and sprints, where oxygen is fueled by energy stored in your muscles. Two different types of workouts, two different types of cardios. What is anaerobic? What are the benefits of it? Strengthens bones, burns fat, builds muscle, and maintains muscle mass. Now, maintaining muscle mass is extremely important because the older you get, the more muscle mass you lose if you don't do anything about it. Maintaining muscle mass is super important. Helps with lifting, everything. But you want strong bones. Keep that in mind. Aerobic exercise. Definition: brisk exercise that promotes circulation of oxygen through the blood and is associated with an increased rate of breathing. Yeah, you breathe a little harder when you're talking about aerobic. Examples of aerobic: swimming, biking, machines like treadmill, elliptical, Stairmaster. You do the row machine, brisk walk, jogging. All that stuff is more toward the aerobic side. And it improves cardiovascular health, lowers your blood pressure, it helps regulate blood sugar. Super important. Third thing, nutrition. Now, this is one of the things that a lot of people they seem to miss the boat on. I don't care, you can work out as hard as you want to work out. You can work out as long as you want to work out. Without nutrition, your body will not transform the way it's supposed to. Understand that. Because you break down so much when you work out, and you have to build it up with nutrition. Nutrition replenishes your body, replenishes the nutrients. Muscle fibers get broken up and they grow back stronger. Nutrition helps build those muscle fibers, make them come back stronger. Nutrition is super important. I will not gonna harp on it anymore, but without nutrition, hey, you might be in like a hamster in a hamster wheel, just spinning and spinning and spinning, working out, and nothing is enhancing. Couple food items, check out. Obviously, vegetables. You want to stick with your dark greens, reds, orange, starchy, and other vegetables. Grains, fiber, love it. Whole grains like oatmeal, brown rice, and whole wheat pasta. You know, the funny thing, I love pasta, I love spaghetti. But when I discovered whole wheat pasta, I love whole wheat pasta so much more than regular pasta. It is delicious, something about it. And I say all that to say that there's foods out there that you pass by in grocery aisles all day long that you might not even pay attention to. And that right there might taste better than the same food that you've been eating, and it's better for you. Fruits. You want to focus on whole fruits, oranges, apples, bananas, peaches. Go with the whole fruits versus the canned. The canned fruits have a lot of preservatives and other things in it. So try to stick with the whole fruits. Proteins, lean meats, ground turkey. If you want to eat a steak, sirloin versus ribeye. Ground chicken. Those are lean meats. If you want to go with fish, salmon, tilapia, tuna, halibut, cod. Now, I will say this. Quick little plug. Or not really plug, but quick little thing about cod when it comes to meat. So when I'm prepping for competitions, like that's like the last thing I eat. Keeps your skin tight, and it really kind of gets you really conditioned. But I do not like cod. But sometimes when you want certain results, you got to power through it in order to get those results. But good for you. Definitely good for you. Low fats. Get the low fat milk, or try to check out almond milk, things like that. Coconut milk. Those are pretty good. Yogurt, cheese, soy drinks. Now, some of these items are controversial. I know there's studies out there that says, don't drink milk. Okay, I get it. Try it. That's all I'm saying, try it. But go with the lower fat milk versus whole milk. That's all I'm saying. Funny story real fast. Just about people saying, oh, well, what's healthy, what's unhealthy, and oh, no, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. All I'm saying is start. That's it. Don't get too deep, just get started. Don't procrastinate and wait till you have the absolute perfect plan and it just must be immaculate and then, okay, now I'm ready to go. That's not the way it works. Just get started. Get started and your body will start to change. But I say that, I was gonna say a funny story is a guy who comes to me for advice all the time about how to lose weight and certain workouts he should be doing. I don't mean to put him out there like that, but I made a post, it's probably about 2 months ago, and I said something about, I posted a type of water I was drinking, and it's purified. And he was like, bro, you know that water's bad for you. I'm like, just drink water. Let's start there. Let's get rid of the pops. Let's get rid of the juices and stuff like, just drink water. Yeah, there's healthier water than what I was drinking, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm just going to be unhealthy just because I'm drinking a certain type of water. But I'm drinking water. So all I'm saying is, just get started. It's all about action. Healthier oils. If I say oil, that's nothing but that's a little bit my twang, kind of how I grew up. But I'm gonna try to say these words correctly for you all. Healthy oils, olive oil, coconut oil, canola oil. Please try to stay away from the vegetable oil. Not healthy, but these are healthier options for you. Another thing important, calculating your caloric intake. How many calories are you ingesting on a regular basis? Or do you know what calories you need for your body? Do you know what your bottom line calories you need for maintaining the muscle mass or maintaining your current weight? Do you know? This right here is super important. Your body will not transform if you don't know what you're ingesting. You know what you eat. You know what results you should have. When I do competitions, my body does not get cut up. I don't get shredded or anything like that without calculating whatever I'm eating. I don't lose weight like that unless I'm calculating and putting it in my app. My proteins, carbohydrates, fats, sugars, sodium, fiber, all that stuff. I need to see what I'm ingesting. My body transforms that way. Your body transforms that way. Know what to eat. Know what you're eating. Don't make it a guessing game. Now, how to find your required caloric intake for whatever goals you have? You can Google it. It's crazy. Technology has advanced so much. You don't necessarily have to do the old hard numbers where you break it down, the BMR, the basal metabolic rate, and all that stuff. Hey, you have calculators that do it for you. So all you gotta do is Google caloric calculator, and you can put in your numbers, goes off your height, weight, activity level, job, sleep, all that stuff. Put it in there. And you can get your caloric value that you need. Just in case you want to maybe hand jam it yourself, I'll put a little link right here. Checkyourhealth.org. That's a great website. Kind of breaks it down and realize it differentiates between male and female. So the numbers aren't going to be the same if you try to use a male formula. But yeah, check it out. Matter of fact, we might click on it. Won't let me click on it. But if you get some time after this presentation, definitely go check out your health, checkyourhealth.org. Hey, I know the time has flown by, and y'all just been absolutely amazing as an audience. And hopefully we have some more fit people just ready just to absolutely dominate. Look here, I was gonna say next year, but we're not doing that. Get started now. That's all I tell people. The more you wait for the perfect opportunity for you to transform yourself, get healthier. It's never going to happen. The perfect opportunity just doesn't happen. Opportunity itself, jump on opportunity. So make sure you jump on it. Don't wait till the first of the year. Do it now. You don't have to be perfect. Just get started. You have to go to the gym, walk, jog, do Zumba, but just get started. But in summary, we talked about who I am, kind of why I started Next Life Coaching. That's NEX Life Coaching, which stands for No Excuses Life Coaching. We talked about the keys to health, lasting weight loss. 4 important things we talked about. Mindset. This is so important because it controls this. This controls this. Talked about different exercise, broke down anaerobic versus aerobic, and the benefits from both. Nutrition and how to calculate caloric intake. Now remember, I said nutrition was super important. Stop trying to work out extra hard and think that you can eat whatever you want to eat. Nope. You're not 20 anymore, you're not 18, you're not 16, you're not 15. Back in the day when we was 15, 16 years old, we was able to eat whatever we wanted to eat. Popeyes, ho-hos, ding-dongs, all that stuff, and wouldn't gain a pound. Older you get, metabolism slows down, and that weight just sits on you. So, eat the nutrition if you really want change. If you want to live a healthier lifestyle, eat the nutrition. Just remind you all, just kind of tell me a little bit about my program. So I'm not a one-size-fits-all type of coach. I don't just have a whole bunch of different plans that anybody can just click on and go to, and then that's it. Why? Because everybody's unique. You all are unique. We're all unique. So I create customized nutrition plans around each individual client. Just kind of give you a broad range of clients I've had and have. Realtors, brokers, shipyard attendees, policemen, firefighters, active duty military on deployments, different entrepreneurs. Guy, I had one entrepreneur where he ran an event planning business, so he was all over the place. And remember, everything is adjustable because I want to develop plans for your lifestyle. I don't want you to just stop your lifestyle and then, okay, cool, I have to just eat this and that's it. No, everything is designed around you. How can we push you? How can your lifestyle and nutrition, fitness, all that stuff live hand in hand as one? Super important because it's lifestyle change, not quick fix. I do weekly check-ins via telephone and an email. We need a dialogue. That's the only way this thing works, is if I can understand what we did well or what we didn't do well. And we can try to figure it out. That's the whole thing. Everything is flexible. You can quarantine, it don't matter. We'll switch the plan up so that you can stay with your goals. Go on vacation, doesn't matter. We'll switch the plan up so you can stay with your goals. Work pick up, doesn't matter. It does not matter what you have going on in your life. We switch everything up because we're flexible. Again, lifestyle change. Things happen in life. And you just have to be flexible with it. As a husband and a father, a fitness competitor, I've lost 60 to 70 pounds. And I understand the struggle. It's hard having that work life, home life, spiritual life, all that stuff balanced. I understand that. I purposely put myself through processes when I was the absolute busiest, when I was in charge of 250 people, just still prepping for a competition and had a baby on the way and had a toddler. Hey, I understand it, but everything is doable. You just got to be flexible and adjust. I understand it. I understand exactly what it takes to make sure that we get the formula right and that you get the goal and reach the goal that you need. Again, if you fail, I fail. And we don't fail. How to find me? Get my website right here, nextlifecoaching.com. I'm on the book, Facebook. You can hit me up, Tommy Morgan. I'm on IG, Tommy Morgan again. In parentheses to be Next Life Coaching, or Next Life Coaching in parentheses to be Tommy Morgan. You can find me on there. So my @Next Life Coaching is my IG handle, I guess is what it's called. Look here. Technology, social media, and all that good stuff. I'm new to the game in comparison to like the younger folks. But I just want to say thank you so much again for joining me. And just again, thank you for dedicating your time for this conference. Thank you for listening to the speakers, taking notes, and really and truly trying to make a change in your life. Because look, if you change somebody else next to you. That person changes the person next to you, and the world changes. Keep that up, keep the positivity up, and always keep grinding. Anyway, y'all take it easy. And if you want to hit me up and just talk dialogue, hey, just let me know. Any questions you may have, you know where to find me at. Hit me up there.
Great information. Make sure you check him out. Check him out at nextlifecoaching.com. Don't forget, it's NEX, no T in it. Let him know that you heard him here on the Becoming the Best You conference. He gave out some great information. If you guys are ready to be sexy, hot, sexy winter girls or buff guys in the winter, Tommy Morgan is the guy to check out. And we're so grateful that he shared his words of wisdom here on the Becoming the Best You conference. Now, we're going to do a commercial and then we're going to get back into our guest. But our host with the most, Brenda Ringwood, she's doing some fabulous things. If you've been watching us over the last couple of days, you saw she's already given away some of her powerful ebooks, but she is going to be part of a fantastic anthology coming up real soon called You Are Unstoppable. It's never too late. And when you're becoming the best you, it's never too late. So let's check out her commercial and you can see how you can get on her pre-sale list for this upcoming book.
I am honored to have been part of a phenomenal book of stories called It's Never Too Late. I've been asked to co-author this book because my story itself is unstoppable. It is a success story along with many other people who have overcome challenges in their life. They too have unstoppable stories. This book will motivate you, inspire you, and help you move forward past the obstacle that is holding you back, because you too are unstoppable if you choose to be. It's never too late to change. You're never too old. You're never too young. You're never too broke. You're never too rich. If you want true change, it is possible. It's never too late to get educated. It's never too late to get the experience you want. It's never too late to become a better you. Get this book. Go get it. It's never too late.
Absolutely. You want to make sure that you connect with Brenda Ringwood so you can get more information about that upcoming book that we know is going to be a bestseller, because when you're becoming the best you, it's never too late to get started. So thank you for sharing that information. And now we are going to bring back to the stage our resident poet. You know, this is the first annual BTBY, but we know it's going to be an annual affair. We're going to be coming back in February 2022, and we've got a resident poet in the house. So let's welcome back to the stage, Shauna Collins. Mic check, Shauna. How are you? Gotcha. I got you. Mic check. Okay. Live TV, you guys. You know, I tell everybody when we do the Unstoppable Story Show, there's always something that's going to happen to make us prove that we are unstoppable. And technology is really trying to get busy with us on a Saturday night, but we are going to make it work. We're going to make it work. We got both of your mics open. So what's happening?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay.
All right, so let's mute the other one.
Hold on.
I don't know which one you're on.
Her poetry is fantastic. It's fine. Felt like we were in the Matrix. Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but we still got that echo.
You're on that one.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Great. Well, you know, you have been blessed throughout this event with your great poetry, and we're glad that you're back to give us some more. So the stage is yours. Welcome again, Shauna Collins.
Thank you all so much for having me. I've been blessed by this whole entire conference myself to write poetry. And I'm going to read to you a poem that just really touched my spirit. Like, as Terrence was talking about, what have you become? A poem came to my heart like instantly. And I was like, okay, I got to read that one. Because, you know, a real poet flows from their heart and spirit and soul. So that's what poetry is. So tonight, I'm going to title this one called Remove the Mask. In order to become the best you, you have to remove the mask. The mask of fear, the mask of doubt, the mask of hopelessness, even the mask of envy. Sometimes in life, it's easy to wear the mask. It's easy to cover up and just not deal with life at all. The mask allows you to hide behind your pain. But I have come to let you know that it's time to remove your mask. It's time to take the curtain of your life down. In order for you to become unstuck, you must deal with what has you stuck in the first place. It's time to deal with life, deal with the issues that are coming up. In order to become the best you have to do the work to become the best version of you. Part of the work is removing the mask of shame that's no longer who you are. So don't live at that address anymore. I'm focused on who you are becoming rather than who you are or who you once were. I want you to be the best you because you are the best. So, yes, it's time to remove the mask. You've pretended far too long. Stop caring what people think of you and live life pretend free. Go ahead, take off the mask today so that you can become the best version of you.
For another one.
And then I have another one that I wrote. I wrote this in July after a open mic session. It came to me. It's called "My Pen is My Torch and My Words Are the Flames." I used to have no life in this pen of mine, known as my torch. My words were there, but I thought my power to be creative was lost. Until one day, a book and its title were given to me very vividly, which I'm writing right now, by the way. I went to writing January of this year, and I haven't stopped yet since the title of the book called "My Life, My Heart, and My Love." A little history about my torch. It's been alive since birth, but embraced at the age of 12 years old. My flames have been waiting through life's ups and downs to be set ablaze. Well, no more waiting. My torch is ready, and this fire that lies within my soul shall never die. A stranger told me I can now not go back to the old way of life. I'm still in shock when I introduce myself as none other than the infamous poet, a quiet storm waiting to erupt. I am someone with a special gift. I know that now. I am known as the infamous poet as well. A writer, a chain breaker, a prayer warrior, and a demon slayer. I am sent to set the captives free through my pen. My words will put your life on fire with power from my spirit. Oh, don't get it twisted. My torch and my flames, they don't arrive to play. Playtime is over. It's people waiting to be set free from all this hurt, trauma, pain, and agony. Peace is what they crave, and I come to let my torch and my flames have their way. Welcome to my journey and my world. I've been through hell and back. Now it's time to set some fires with my creative genes. Thank you.
Stay, he's going to interview.
Great job, Shauna. Yes. Thank you to our resident poet here on the Becoming the Best You conference for all of those rhymes that you just really dropped on us, all those nuggets, those poetical nuggets that you shared with us throughout this evening. Tell me, is it a gift? Does it just come to you, or is this something you've been practicing for quite some time to be as polished and stylish as you are?
You know what? This is actually a gift. Because even just like hearing you say just one sentence or one phrase, the remove the mask came to me this morning. And I just wrote that poem. I was over there just flowing, And so yes, it's a gift.
Oh man, I'm somebody's muse. Oh, Oh. Well, that is beautiful, because we are living in this time where everybody, whether they want to or not, are wearing a mask.
Yes.
We say we're wearing a mask for protection, but a lot of people have been wearing the invisible mask for as long as we can remember, introducing us only to the parts of them that they want us to see. When you think about the whole ideal of this conference of becoming the best you, as a poet, how do you feel people should be representing themselves if they truly want to become their best self?
Authentically. Love influences others naturally. So, in order to become the best you, you have to first start within here. If your heart's not right, then you have to deal with the issues that come up. And so, becoming the best you, you have to do the work. And I
Love
find
it.
that many times the work is hard, and many people don't want to do the work, but the work must be done, or the issues of your life will start spilling out of your heart.
Wow, sounds like you just wrote another rhyme right then and there. So how long have you been putting in the work? When did the journey as Shauna the poet begin?
Oh my goodness, the journey is really it's been all my life, but it's really just now starting to blossom and grow. I tell you, when you get around the right people, when you say the right things that you want in your life to manifest, they will come. Yes. Like
And so
networking and poetry and life coaching and everything. If you just speak it, it will come.
I love it. So who's been some of those right people? Who's been some of those? I know I kidded and said I'm your muse, but who have been some of those inspirations in your life that has really allowed you to put pen to paper and pen some of these great future masterpieces?
Well, it first starts with God, of course.
Absolutely.
But my mom, she's been my number one fan. She told me this morning when I called her and told her that I'll be speaking in January at the Get Empowered event from my Speakers Academy, the Lion Speakers Academy. And I told her that. She was like, amazing. She said, I knew you could do it. And that's all she said. She was like, go for it. And I'm like, wow, like just easy. She finds a silver lining in everything. And she teaches me that. So that's been my number one person, who keeps me grounded and on my toes. And then meeting from doing the open mic session this summer, I met with a wonderful person, Alan Little. He's another speaker that will be in the conference, but I met with him. And since meeting him, my life has just taken off leaps and bounds. That's how I met Brenda. So yeah, it's amazing what you do if you just stop, work, and be.
Stop, work, and be. Those are three very powerful words. And when you put them all together, there's nothing that you can't create. And we thank you for everything that you have been creating. Now, I wouldn't be the accountability coach if I didn't throw out that nugget that says, is there a book in the works? Is there like a 30-day poetical journal that's in your future? Where are we going on this journey?
There is a book. There's two books. There's life coaching. There's From Pain to Power Life Coaching Services is actually what it will be called.
Wow.
Huh?
No, I'll go ahead. From Pain to Power Life Coaching.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, from Pain to Power Life Coaching Services is what my coaching services will be called. And my poetry book will be called From Pain to Power. And my personal book will be called My Life, My Love, My Heart, and My Love. It's going through everything. The most powerful journey that I'm on right now is writing the conclusion to it. And the conclusion is called The Healing Room. And in the healing room is where everything happens. So it's been taking some time for me to write the meat of the book.
Yeah.
And that's in the conclusion. Yeah.
Well, that is great. So the audience is going to know how they can get in contact with you. How can they stay updated on these 3 powerful books that we know are going to be bestsellers? When are they going to be available? So how can they get in contact with you to hear more of your poetry, to keep abreast of what's going on with Shauna?
So I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me SHANNA Collins, COLLINS. On Facebook, on Instagram, just put MZ in front of Shauna Collins. And then in LinkedIn is Shauna Collins. So you can find me on those 3 platforms. I'm also on TikTok as Shauna Collins as well. And what else? Twitter.
You're everywhere, right?
Name it, I'm everywhere. Shauna Collins. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, she is the literal warrior, and she's the poetical savage. And she can write a rhyme that's going to make you think, but make you stand up and be accountable. This is Shauna Collins. Thank you, Shauna.
Thank you.
On the Becoming the Best You conference. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I always enjoy that. You know, I can't clap when it's a poet. You got to do the snap, snap. So everybody in the room, just go ahead and do your snap, snap, snap. Yeah. I'm imagining myself with a black turtleneck and a tam, and it's in a smoky, crowded room. And it's like, you know, you hear the saxophone playing in the background, and coming to the stage is Shauna Collins. Yes. Maybe that's just my own world. Don't worry about me. It's Saturday night, and yeah, okay. Well, we are going to keep this moving. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful time. Make sure you're continuing to put in the comments the hashtag BTBY as we're sharing these nuggets with you. We're coming down to the home stretch for a Saturday night, but we want to remind you that the party doesn't end when this goes down. You can come and join us over at the networking after party over on Wonder. We'll put that link back up in the comments so that you'll know where to connect with us. But come on over to Wonder, where we're going to be doing some networking, where you can do meet and greet with some of the speakers that spoke today. Shauna's going to be there. Brenda's going to be there. I'll be there. A couple of other people will be there, all looking to have a meet and greet with you and to share and fellowship with you. So come on over to Wonder. We put the link in the comment section right now, wonder.me. You'll see it right there. And just come on over for the meet and greet after the events wrap up for the night. But we're going to move on to our next speaker, because our next speaker, she will hit you like bam, but she's not trying to knock you out. She's just trying to inspire your mind. Her name is Charlotte White, and she's a phenomenal speaker. Charlotte has been inspiring others for over a decade plus now. She's known in the creative space as Charlotte the Challenger, because she's going to challenge you to win in life. And she's positioned herself as a top transformative speaker in the education arena. She's made it her life work to help others transition so that they can be the real life changer for their communities. She's a successful businesswoman, and she's an author of 2 self-help books, as well as being the proud mother of 3 young, powerful kings, 3 young men. And now she's going to share her message with you so that you can get the bam out of your life on your journey to becoming the best you. So let's welcome to the virtual stage, Charlotte the Challenger, Charlotte White.
Wow. Woo! What an introduction.
Hey, you know, it's befitting the challenger. You know, I started to pull out my boxing microphone. Coming to the ring, it's Charlotte. But no, that's a whole nother platform.
I'm like, that's another Charlotte.
Yes. How are you, Charlotte?
I am phenomenal. I really am.
Well, we thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule to bless the Becoming the Best You stage. The stage is yours. This is Charlotte White.
Well, hey guys, I'm super excited to be here on this platform, becoming the best you. I think I exude everything about becoming the best you. One of my slogans when I end my videos is "There's only one you," so you might as well be the best you that you can be. So I'm super excited to be here and thankful to be amongst great speakers, great people that's really impacting other lives. So that's what it's all about. So I'm just going to share a little bit of my story, and the message that I have for you guys tonight is walking in victory through having clarity, abundance of it, right? And so that's my message for today. But yeah, my story is I was a teenage mother. Wow, teenage mother at the age of 16. Guess what, you guys? At the 12th grade year, I graduated 6 months pregnant with my second son. And by the age of 21, I was pregnant with my third son by the third father. And it was at that moment afterwards, probably 6 months after, it's like something clicked in my head when I realized, oh, this relationship is not going to make it. Wow, what have I just done? Right. After, what just happened? And that's when I really, really started looking at my life. I wasn't aiming for anything. I didn't have no clue what life was all about. I didn't have mental or financial stability in my life. So I had to really look at my life, assess my life, look at it, just look at it, and really start assessing what I was really doing with it. And so, with that being said, I started on a journey, just becoming the best version of myself, and I found out that it's the mind that leads us to where we want to go. Well, guess what happened? Guess what else I found out? Well, I didn't know where I wanted to go. It was like my mind was full of chaos. And again, I started to be on a journey. I started reading books. And one of the life-changing books that I read was Lisa Nichols' books was No Matter What. And that book of someone's testimony, of someone's story completely changed my life to where I said, okay, she can change, I can change. So I just went on a journey of becoming, right? And one of the things that I did also was I joined a business. I didn't know what type of business it was, but I just knew that I could sell a byproduct at wholesale and sell it at retail. Because you guys, I was in the job market, right? And I was just working a job because I had to provide for these kids. And I'm just working. And my thought process was to work my way up this company. The company was Walmart, you guys. I was like, I'm going to work myself up at this company. I'm going to do my best because guess what? I'm here and I got to take care of these kids. I didn't have a goal to do anything that I'm doing now. My goal was to provide for my children. Period. Point blank. That's all I was going to do. And so with that being said, I got laid off from Walmart. How do you get laid off from Walmart? Well, I went out for a position and they said that, okay, it's available. The team manager, she was already training me in the area, but guess what? They gave it to somebody else. Guess what? She quit within a week. And I went to that same manager and he said, why don't you do this instead? I'm like, I don't have any training in that area. I don't know anything about this. And so he told me, well, guess what? Your hours about to change. And I'm like, what happened? Why are my hours about to change? I had like the best schedule, right, for a single mother at the time. And I just couldn't understand what did he have against me. And so I wasn't able to work those hours. And so of course, eventually had to let me go. And I was just in awe. Someone sent me a text message and they said, come out to this life-changing event. And guys, I have not looked back since. My life has completely changed. Mentally and financially have changed because I started being around people that was putting information in my mind to where I can think and grow and be better. So that's my story in a nutshell. So my last full-time job was in 2009. I've been on a journey. I wrote my first book in 2016. I just wanted to find another way to impact of life. I was doing videos on Facebook and just sharing inspirational stories, but I said, how else can I impact? What is the purpose of this book? And you guys, I've been moving ever since. So that was 2016, and this journey has been phenomenal of knowing that words changes lives. Words, something that you hear, somebody that spoke to you today, somebody that you heard today said something that can impact your life. Think about it. Think about when you made the shifts in your life. Either it was through an experience or someone spoke something said something, you read something like, oh my goodness, this is completely changing my life, right? So hopefully you guys are still with me. So knowing that in my earlier life, I didn't have no aim. Knowing that when I really found out, okay, I'm awoke, right? I'm woke up. But guess what? I was full of chaos. So the biggest thing in my life right now is knowing my aim, having that clarity, right? And the clarity is just a state of being clear, knowing where you want to go in life, right? So, you know, you woke up today, right? And we have a phenomenal conference here. I knew this was going to happen. I'm clear that this was going to happen today. Of course, if I woke up, right? Thankfully. And I knew this was going to be happening today. Just like you guys know, you're going to cook breakfast and give kids some lunch and all those great things, right? We know certain things that's going to do in life, but what's your aims? What's your goals? How do you keep those things in front of you so that you can actually reach them? And it may be that you're in a space of chaos, right? And so you can't even focus on that, right? On your goals. What do you mean focus on my goals and my dreams? I don't even know what my dreams are. I don't even have a purpose. But you still running around aimlessly each and every day. I want to challenge you to be still. It's a great book that I read, said be still. Woo! That action, that's an action step, y'all. Being still is an action. And when I realized that, because I was on the go, I was always moving because I felt like if I'm not doing something, that I wasn't working to provide my family. That was my thinking. But I was moving in chaos. It was so foggy, fuzzy, just terrible, you guys. Seriously terrible. And so I thought I was getting some things done, but no, in actuality, I was not. I was mentally still just foggy, right? So being still changed my life. That's a game changer. Say game changer with me. Game changer. Being still changed my life. We talking about walking in victory, right? We talking about having abundance of clarity, right? Being still is the way to get there. So I'm super excited to share that with you. That's the first point, that if you don't take anything else, that first point is being still, right? Sitting down with a notepad and just being still. And at first it's going to feel, kind of funny if you haven't done it in a while, right? But take some action of being still, right? It seemed weird now because I'm kind of quiet. I'm being still. You see how it changes it's kind of awkward at first. It's being still where you get answers, you get revelation, you get a strategy. The things that you've been praying for, you start hearing your answers. You could hear it in the movement. So just imagine you're driving down the street and you're going to a friend's birthday party and it's about an hour from your house and you've never been to this area before. And you're probably already an hour out, but you still haven't made it to your friend's house. So you are actually lost, right? You're lost. You're just driving. So what are you going to do? Please tell me. Before cell phones, what you would do is pull over, right? And you'll ask someone for directions. You'll pull over. You may get out the car and look around and see where I need to go, right? Those are some things that you might do if you are lost. Why we don't know the direction for our business? Why when we don't know the direction for our marriage? Why when we don't know the direction for our family or our jobs? Why don't we be still? That's a good question. Why don't we be still and ask somebody? All the coaches here, all the people, the great mentors that's been on this platform, there's someone that can lead us if we ask the question. Someone else may know the answer to get you to that place. Someone has the answer because someone is doing what you want to do. Someone has the answer. So not just in being still, but hey, someone has the clarity that you need. By you asking them, hey, do you know how to do such and such? Do you know the answers to that? Do you know how to write a book? Yes, I do. I can help you with that. Right? So the answers are there. So that's another way you can ask. So you being still, right? And you can ask for the answer. Okay? You see how when my voice, I just want y'all to feel when my voice get low and I don't say anything. I'm doing it on purpose because it's kind of awkward feeling, especially since we're not in a personal space, and virtually it's kind of awkward. But that's the whole key, just being still to get your answer, get your notepad, get your books. Don't let it be forced upon you when you're down and sick and just stressed out and you have to, be in the bed and sit there, because, chaos, stress can lead us there. So think about it. If you're not having clarity, the opposite of that is fogginess. And so when you're feeling foggy, and if that's you right now, be still, stop. After this show tonight, after the conference, be still. Can you do that? Be still. That's in the great book, you guys. Then ask. If you don't know how to be still, how you set your timer for 5 minutes on your phone. So you can be still just for 5 minutes. Can you do that? Practice that. So but we're talking about getting to your goals, getting to your dreams, all of that, right? And you want to be clear in that, right? And so if you're not clear in that, I just want to talk to the people who right now at this moment, the people that's not clear. You heard me say be still, right? You heard me say ask, right? What happens if you don't do those things, being still, or you don't ask for help? What's going to happen is you're going to continue to get the same thing over and over and over again. That's what's going to happen. You're going to still be in chaos. You're still going to be stressed out because you haven't stopped. Sensation precedes manifestation. If you're feeling worried all the time, guess what? You're going to continue to get worried. Neville Goddard, he's the one who got that quote, sensation precedes manifestation. The sensation that you're feeling in your body precedes manifestation. So I'm not a millionaire yet, but some days I feel like it. Some days I walk like it, and I can feel what it's like. And I ask myself a question, especially when I take pictures. I said, how would a millionaire take a picture? How would I feel to be giving to my organizations a lump sum of money, $100,000, to my nonprofit organization? How would that make me feel? I get in that state of mind. So, you guys, I have a workbook, right? And so I'm talking about clarity, but I want you to know what clarity leads to. When you are clear on your goal, when you are clear on that mission, guess what? You'll commit to it. You can't do it if you're not clear. You can commit to that weight loss. You can commit to that job. You can commit to your dreams. You can commit to your spouse. You can commit to your kids. You can commit to yourself. But you guys, I'm getting excited. One thing that I had let myself down so many times that I could not trust myself on making a decision, right? That's not a good place to be. Sensation precedes manifestation. Guess what? I wasn't making any decisions. I was at a standstill. I was just standing still, not moving, right? But the sensation, I'm feeling that sense. I can't trust myself. I can't make a decision. Nope. I don't want to make a decision. That's not a good place to be. Or I'm worried that this will be a bad decision because I had made so many in my life. So now in the transition part of my life, I was, and we have several transition parts. At this particular, at my younger age, this transition, I didn't want to make a decision at all. I didn't want to because I made so many bad choices. I chose the wrong partnerships. I spent a lot of money on things that was unnecessary, right? And I didn't want to make a decision, even though I was growing, right? So what changed for me? The clarity changed for me. I am trustworthy. I am great. I can do great things. That knowing who I am, become the best version of myself, knowing I'm greater. I see myself. I was seeing myself then. I see myself now. So you see yourself at your best version of yourself. See, what does that look like? Who does he look like? Who does she look like? Right? And so in doing that, you can commit. You can commit to yourself. You can commit to your goals. You can commit to your family. It's a great sensation knowing that, hey, I ain't there yet. I'm not perfect. I'm going to make a mistake, and I'm okay with that. Right? Right? Ugh, this is good to me, you guys. This is so good to me. I hope it's good to you. I really am. But the commitment part, so when you have that clarity, that's where you're going to go to commitment. And to really, really get strong in your commitment where you can do it every day. Because this is a process, you guys. It's not going to be something happen overnight. So if you've been in this chaos, this turmoil in your mind, not knowing the direction for your business, right? If you're not knowing the direction that you want to go for your spouse, right? All these things, be still, ask questions, read books, attend a seminar, do whatever is necessary, right? For you to get the answers that is needed. And you can do that by being still, asking questions. But now I want to talk about visualizing. Visualizing. When you commit, that's how you stay strong in your commitment, because you visualize, you see yourself. So no matter what nobody is saying, no matter the chaos at work, no matter the job deal didn't go through, there's going to be another deal that go through, right? I heard a quote the other day that if God give you the vision for your business, guess what? He'll bring the clients. I thought that was so profound. When I saw it, I said, oh, this is really good. If he brings you the vision, he will give you the clients for your business. Whatever your service is, don't worry about it. Just you do your part of becoming the best you. I'm super excited to share that with you guys. So, commitment. You the stronger the visual, the stronger the commitment. And nobody else may see it. You making there's going to be people like your team may come and you're going to share that vision with them. You're going to cast it out, and they're going to be able to catch up on their position, their vision. They're going to be able to catch the vision and carry out the part that they're supposed to carry out. Oh, that's a wonderful thing, right? Your spouse, when you tell them the vision for you guys and y'all come together, they're going to be able to handle their part. Right? You're going to be able to handle your part. And that's all with clarity, right? You can commit to that, right? And now, with that commitment, you guys, I have this energy, you guys, this excitement. So this excitement just overwhelming. Where I have to calm myself down sometimes. I'm so excited because I know what it's like to be in chaos. I know what it's like to feel defeated. I know what it feels like to feel shameful. I know all those things. So wherever you at in your life right now, you can become greater. Okay. So excuse my excitement. Because I want you to win no matter what, right? So once you have that clarity and that commitment, you'll have this unstoppable confidence, right? So that where you can walk in your true victory. You can do it now, right now, today. If you decide, hey, no more chaos, I'm gonna sit still tonight after this event. I'm gonna be still. I'm gonna get some answer, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You will have already started your process, and with that 5 minutes, it's gonna give you the confidence that you need to carry out again tomorrow morning, another 5 minutes, and then tomorrow evening, another 5 minutes for you to get some answers. 5 minutes. For your family to be greater, for that generational wealth to be left. 5 minutes of your day, that's not a lot of time. Guess what, you guys? I was out today and I couldn't wait to get home. It was like I'm a kid and I just couldn't wait to get home to read, right? And so I can be still. I was so excited. I just wanted to be home. I was like, I normally have my books with me, but out of all days, I don't have my bag with me. And I keep, the book I'm reading, I keep it with me just wherever I go. My journal's in my book, but this particular day, you guys, I didn't have it. So I couldn't wait to get home to be able to get my book, and then so I could just have peace and quiet, right? The kids were gone, and I'm having this peace. I'm having this time alone. That 5 minutes is going to turn into an hour, you guys. Trust me, it's going to turn into an hour. But you got to start somewhere. So that's why I let you guys know, hey, 5 minutes, even if it's a minute, whatever you need to get you where you need before you run, you got to walk, right? Before you can walk, you can crawl, right? And before then, you may be just sitting humped over on the couch, just like, I can't even move because you ain't reaching your goals. Guess what's going to happen? Guess what you're feeling on the inside? I ain't hitting my goal. I don't know what I should even be doing. Guess what? It caused depression because you're not being the purpose you that you know you can be. But now you depressed. You're feeling sad inside. That's the sensation that you're feeling. And guess what? It's just creating more of that sensation. So I'm telling you to get up so you can change that, right? And start crawling. Start crawling. It's not going to happen overnight, just like weight loss, right? That's my favorite analogy because it doesn't happen overnight, right? And then you're going to start walking. Ooh, I feel good, And you're going to start walking. Then you're going to start running and going faster and faster to become the best you that you can be. So I don't know how much time that was. I don't know how much time I still have left, but I want you to know there's only one you. So you might as well be the best you that you can be. Partner with somebody after you've been still, right? To choose the right partnership that you should be partnered with. Find someone that has the answers to reach you to your goals, to reach you to your dreams. There's somebody out here, especially in this day and time, there's no excuse, right? There's no excuse to not be the best you that you can be. Terrence, are you there?
Wow, 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 wow. Hey, we are coming up. Hey. Great job, Charlotte. Giving up for the challenger. She was definitely up to the challenge. Thank you so much for blessing us with that message tonight. Be still, ask questions, and visualize. That was some powerful stuff. So we want to thank you for that. But we also want to ask you. We've been asking all of our speakers and our entertainers this evening. What does it look like for you when you hear the phrase "becoming the best you"?
I see a journey of each day. One of the things in my becoming stage was I was beating myself up because I didn't get to my to-do list, or I failed, or I think it's just recognizing, being aware that it's a journey. I think that's the key, that it's a journey in becoming the best you. So I know that I'm greater than a month ago. But I didn't see that process. But I know I'm greater than a month ago because I have more wisdom, more knowledge than I did then. And I'm doing greater things. It may not show on a big scale, but I believe that being aware that it's a journey will be the key point.
Yeah, and I think awareness has a lot of to do with anyone's journey to becoming the best, and being aware of where you are, being aware of where you were, as well as being aware of where you want to go. You be aware of where you were because you have that past and the life lessons that go along with it. Being aware of where you are because you are focused right in the present. You're present to everything that is going on in your life, and being aware of where you want to go because now you've got that plan. You have planned your work, and now you're working your plan, and you've got your GPS. Some people call it your global positioning system. I call it your God positioning system because he is the one that directs my path, not me in my own finite wisdom. So when you're aware of those three things, where you've been, where you are, and where you're going, then you'll always find yourself on the journey towards your best self. So we thank you for that. Tell them a little bit real quick about BAM. What's that all about?
BAM, 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 bam. Books and money. Books and money. Basically, like I told you guys, books changes lives. And I share with people of how to create the additional income with their book. So through speaking engagements and creating more courses, BAM is that network of authors that we building a network out of. So and just so we can grow and make more money and change more lives.
All right. So we know there may be some people that are wanting to connect with you so they can grow and make some more money. So how can they connect with you?
Charlotte the Challenger on Instagram. I just dropped my new design t-shirts as well. My hoodies and t-shirts are coming as well. So in my link on Instagram, you can find me there, Charlotte the Challenger on Instagram. And yeah, so I'm super excited. The God within has risen. I'm super excited about that. You can find me on Facebook as Charlotte White. I am on YouTube as Charlotte the Challenger as well. And yeah, those are the sites that you can find me on.
All right. Well, I might have to reach out to you to get one of those hoodies. I'm going up north. It's a little bit cold up there, I hear, this time of year. I can't bring my South Florida shorts, so we might have to talk. So thank you once again, Charlotte, for gracing us here at the Becoming the Best You. You guys, you can check her out on IG at Charlotte, not Charlotte, Charlotte with an E. Make sure you get that right. I'm putting it in the comment section right now. You can reach her on IG at Charlotte the Challenger. You can reach her on YouTube at Charlotte the Challenger, and you can also reach her on Facebook as Charlotte White. Thank you so much, Charlotte. You have an unstoppable rest of the evening, and hopefully you can join us at the after party over on Wonder, which we're going to talk about right now. A great application. But thank you for presenting here on the Becoming the Best You conference. Okay.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate for being here.
All right. That's Charlotte White. You guys give her a round of applause as we bring back to the screen the host with the most, Brenda Ringwood. We're just going to be talking about the after party. We're going to be talking about it doesn't end here. You can definitely check us out over at Wonder.me. It's in the chat room and it's also on the screen. All you have to do is click that link and it'll take you right over, and we'll be over there. You can meet and greet us. You can let us know what you think about the conference so far. Let us know what it means to you to becoming your best you. And then we'll also tell you a little bit more about what you can expect tomorrow, because the party ain't over today. It's just going on tomorrow. So, Brenda, what's been going on? What do you think about this phenomenal day?
Man, I've been enjoying what these folks have had to say, the challenges they've overcome, how they've moved through it, climbed out of it. You can never stop learning, ever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got Lynn Sherrard. She was saying thank you. So thank you for watching. Robin Freeman, she's saying thank you. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Robin threw up some hearts. Let's recap what Charlotte's, her 3 points: be still, ask questions, and visualize. So yeah, just great nuggets. And I think there was a common theme as we went along in the day, Brenda. People were really talking about that ideal of it was a journey, not just a destination. Becoming the best you is a journey. What do you think about that?
Well, we journey everywhere we go. Every day you get in your car to go somewhere, you're taking a journey. So why wouldn't you do that in your personal life? Why wouldn't you do that in your professional life? So every day is a journey. You're going to decide where you go, right? When you get in that car, you decide where you're going. So where are you going to go? Where are you going to go now?
Absolutely. And sometimes the great thing about a journey is that sometimes it turns into an adventure, because where you may plan to go at the beginning of the day may not be the place you end up going as the day goes along. Sometimes it takes you someplace that you didn't want to go, but many times it takes you someplace that's even greater than you ever could have imagined. That's the beauty about this thing called life, right?
It is. And everybody has a story. And it doesn't have to be a big, great, fabulous story, because not everybody has that. And not everybody needs that. Sometimes just a little story is just as important and just as big as the ones that you think are bigger than yours.
Yes. And what you may think is a little story for you may be the life-changing story for somebody else. So we've already got people asking,
that's right.
What time are we meeting tomorrow?
8 a.m. Central Time.
8 a.m. Central Time. come on back. We've got a bevy of speakers that are still going to be here to grace the stage tomorrow, and you just do not want to miss it. We're going to be starting off with Dean Storer. Then Brenda's going to be coming and giving us some more words of wisdom. Then we have the Mr. Introduce You to Yourself himself, Sakoni Prince. Shauna's going to be back to bless us with some more poetical words of wisdom. And then we're going to ignite and take flight with the phenomenal Dr. Lotus Richey. And then you'll get to hear one more time about the Fox principles from my man, Corey Fox. Shelly Bays is going to be coming to bless the mic. And of course, we're going to have some words from our friend Alan Mitchell. So if you loved today, you are absolutely going to be over the moon about tomorrow, right, Brenda?
You bet. Just stay tuned. I'm telling you, there's more to come. Every day is packed full of stuff.
Absolutely.
Every day. It's all different. It's all encouraging. It's all going to help you step forward.
Absolutely. And if you thought you got the best today, wait till tomorrow because it just gets better. But we want you to come on over to Wonder. We're going to go into the Wonder app and we're going to be hanging out at the after party. So once again, the app is up on the screen right now. Go ahead and click that link and we will see you at the after party tonight and tomorrow for day 3 of the Becoming the Best You conference. Until then, don't just make it a great day. Put your crown on, become the best you, and make it an unstoppable day. For Anthony Russo, for Brenda Ring Young, for Maud, and then there's Maud Miller, and all of our Everytale production and StreamYard production team, we thank you. We'll see you tomorrow on Becoming the Best You conference.
Bye, everybody. See you later.